We would be honored if you would join us.
And who might you be?
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. I love you.
I know.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of some solo Star Wars LCG play. Today I am playing the same decks that I recently posted a picture of on Facebook that I'm playing. So I'm going against a Navy officer dark side deck, and I'm going to be using my Rebel Ladies deck. So I've already pre-sorted out the decks for the dark side. So just for a little recap on solo rules for setup quickly, is you take out all the 0 pip cards that are not fake cards. You take them out, shuffle the deck up, then deal 6 in the fate deck. Then you put those 0 pip cards back into your deck, back into that deck, shuffle that deck up, and then we get to deal the hand. So we got the fate, the command, and the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I've shuffled my deck. I haven't selected my objectives yet, and I don't know what these are. So we'll see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The usual way. What have we got? Right. A nice mix here. So I'm definitely like principally one's key to this type of deck working. So fortunately, when you have a deck which does rely on objectives, it's not the best thing, but this particular deck does work with that one. Next up is definitely like Emperor's Nest one, because the damage it can do, which is good. And now I've got the hard decision, because I've got another 2 resource objective, and money is good in this deck. Or do I want to take the sacrifice we make, so I can get card draw when rebel characters leave play? I am going to venture for that one, and what I will do is, and this is how it works in solo, because the dark side AI can only attack one objective, and it has to be like the first one. I get to put in order what I'd like them to attack first and what I'd like them to attack least. So I'm probably going to stick them in that order, so that comes first, then Nest, and then Princess Among the Clouds. So right, well, I don't need to put them face down, so they can go there. Hopefully everyone can still see them. Put them like that. So that's done. I now need to draw my hand, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And as per typical, the objective I don't take, I actually have the opportunity to make elite, which is great. So I don't have that now. So I've got Hera, I've got a resource, but I don't have much else to carry on with, and Hera's not the leader I want to lead off with, to be honest, in this deck. So I'm gonna mulligan. Now, last time I played this game, it was hard, and I was lucky that I didn't get Imperial fisted. I managed to clear their board of officers, but it became quite a strain. And with certain objectives in the way, the solo plays, I only get to attack one objective. So you got things out like the Tarkin Doctrine. I always need to keep 2 resources open to attack if you play it as the way it's written. Now, that might seem harsh, but that's how you got to tackle this type of deck in solo play. So let's draw another hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I've pretty much drawn the exact same hand as I had before. Joy. Oh well, not sure how this game is going to go, but anyway, let's start. So, dial is on 0, I should have the force. Let's reveal the objectives of the Navy. Ooh, we look lucky, we got Paying the Price, Inferno Squad, and the Last Grand Admiral, so nothing sinister. It's not the worst Imperial draw, so no enforced loyalties, no Tarkin doctrines. Oh, I might be able to pace this one up. So, right, let's make a start. So let's generate the Navy resource. They have starting resource of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 resources there, and let's start drawing from their hand. So the first card is Contemplation. It's a 1 cost event, so that will go there and wait to be used at the best opportunity point. Oh no, Trooper Assault Team. Hate these guys. They cost 2. And next up we have Lieutenant Miffle. 2 cost. He's an okay defender. Luckily, whilst my deck does have vehicles in, it's not key to the point. So, and then just in case the last card is a 0 cost card, which isn't, Grand Moff Tarkin, so he goes back on there. Right. So same rules apply. Dark side don't attack, so I'm gonna move straight to the Force phase. So this event will stay in play until next time when there's an engagement, and as Miffle is the highest person, Miffle goes on the Force, and the Force is taken by the dark side. So they actually win by 1, 2, and 3, as they have a officer, so I have to remember that. Right, now it's my turn. So I have 5 resources available. And unfortunately, not what I want. So, custom paint job in this deck doesn't really matter because I'm not multi-tasking unless I do get Sabine out, so that's a good edge card. Hera, good leader, but not one that I need on the Force. That mainly is for Mon Mothma, Leia, and Memphis Nest. Good resource. Right, I think seeing as I need to try and get ahead on the Force, I'm going to start off with. Should I actually risk discarding something? Right. Too many enhancements in here. So what I'm going to do then, I will play a. No, I want to discard. I'm discard an Inspiring Presence. Tyrion, and I get to draw a card. Ah, there's my Mothma. Right, now we can really start things cooking. Right then, so this is how we play. We'll start with a Mothma play of 1, 2, 3. So she enter play. Each leader you control gains enlightenment to commit to the Force. Reaction: after you play a leader, commit to the Force and move 1 focus token from this objective. So she's committed to the Force. Now her abilities is active. Well, this unit is committed to the Force. Reduce the cost of the first rebel card you play each phase by 1. Fortunately, that has already passed, so I'm not going to get a reduction this time around. But now I've still got 5 resources to play. Right, I will play Ceremonial Necklace 2. And then I will play We'll play Hera for free. Gonna use Mon Mothma's resources. And pay for her like that. Right. Now, the only problem I got is I am likely to kill him, and as the dark side retains their force icons, even if they're focused, I need to beat 3 or more. So if I'm gonna slow things down and take the force this turn, then I'm gonna have to commit Hera, unfortunately. So I'm gonna commit Hera. So that gives me 2, and because I haven't used this, 3, 4, 5 is what the necklace provides to their 3. So I win and take the force. Right. I'm gonna leave things there. Right, so now on to the dark side turn. So dark goes to 1. Do refreshing, none of them were focused, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, which is there. Right, their hand size is 1, 2, 3 at the moment, so 1, 2, and 3, and then shuffle them up. Because likelihood is now we know that Tarkin was in here. The question is, will he come out? And I've also found it difficult when playing a game like this is when do you, for the dark side, do you trigger Tarkin to use his ability or not? So that can be an interesting decision making process. Right, so yeah, so we've done the refresh, so we're ready to go into deployment phase. So the first card is, as I predicted, Grand Moff Tarkin, so we pay 3 for that, and because Tarkin generates a resource, I'm going to get 1 back, because that's how I play it. But I will say that he can only use his ability by spending a resource, obviously, because that is the point. So the question is, sometimes do we let the hand dictate whether he can, if he's got a resource left over, whether he can use it or not. So the next card is Moment of Triumph. Now this is an interesting one in solo play because it should only go off when it's when it's advantageous to you. So, and at the moment I've got 3 cost units and he's got 2 cost units, so that's going to sit there and probably never go off until I usually make the point is when they've got more 2 cost units than I have, then that's when I trigger that. So we'll leave those to this. There's 2 events waiting to go off. The next card is another Grand Moff Tarkin. As one is already in there, then that one goes onto the fate deck. That's how we play it. Right, and the next card, Twist of Fate. Making their fate deck really good. Right, the next card, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Right, so he can't be played, which means this turn Tarkin can use resource to do something. Right. So next up, it is a matter of attacking and defending units. So actually, because he does have blast, he will be put forward, and because they have an ability that uses targeted strike and no blast, they should be go. So defenders is Mythful, and attackers is Stormtrooper Assault Team and Grand Moff Tarkin. Right. So my problem here is I need to stop these guys because I do not want to lose Mon Mothma. So the chances are it all comes down to how you want to select the targeting, because technically they're both same cost, same force icons. I can't remember the list of when it dictates down, so I might have to make a decision on that. I do have not a bad edge hand myself. So these are guys that are going to go in and they are going to attack the sacrifice we make. So I'm going to have to defend with Hera, and hopefully she can win this, right? Because we loaded cards onto the fate deck, I have to give the fate deck a shuffle before we start combat. The question is, now I know a few cards that are in there, is do I tempt fate and try and let the dark side twist himself out and not put anything in, or do I just try and win the edge battle and hope that twist doesn't come up? We shall see. Always interesting when the dark side has twists in their deck in solo play. Right, so as they are the attacker, I always say they automatically put one in. And now I have to make a decision. I'm going to put that card in. Right, now it comes to the dice rolling mechanism part of the game. So we are evens. So 2 or more. Right, so they're putting one in. Right. See, if I can keep rolling high, I know I can twist them. So I'm going to pass. So now they got one more. It's now 4 or more. Ah, damn it. Didn't roll well. Okay, so I've passed. They've passed. He's hoping for a twist. And we did get a twist. So the twist is out of the game. Now, that's out of the game. Right. So next hand, they put one in. On this one, I'm just going to have to try and win. So I'm going to put that one in. Now there's one also, has 2 more. Yep, so they're putting one in. I'm going to put my last card in. So still roll a 1. Ooh, yes. So they're not putting any more in, so I might have a chance. I've got 5, and they have 4. Oh, yes. Managed to win that one out. That was good. Right. So, because they lost the edge, this one's negated. So, he isn't going to get his guns. He's going to strike. Meanwhile, I will start to get rid. Well, actually, I'll strike with Hera. I'm going to instant tactics Tarkin, so that he doesn't tactics any of ours. And then I will do 1 damage to. This is the question. Doing damage to. I'm going to try and get rid of the Stormtrooper Assault Team because they could be difficult. So Stormtrooper Assault Team tactics out because they can't do anything now. And we go to there. Right. So we'll leave that as that. So that ends the engagement. We've managed to defend and managed to survive. Right. So now we move to the force phase. I have 3. They still have, well, now they have 1, 2, well, because it's their turn. Tarkin will automatically go on. So they have 5, and with this 6, 7. So now I'm at the point where I'm not going to be taking any force. So it gets to the point where you want to start using this for its resources next. So it helped for the first turn to slow them down. So horse goes over to them. And that's the end of the Navy turn. Right. My turn. Yes. Each leader you control gains elite when it's the 4. So we get lose 1, 2, 3, 4. And all of these come off, which is great. That's still on. So, alright, time for a new hand as I'm completely empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right. Ooh, good hand, good hand. Alright, let's see if we can make the money work. Right, so let's get some more resource out. It's because I'm just stuck on, I'm going to put that under there. So that's a hidden outpost. I'll pay 1 for that. Right, now I've got a choice. I want to play, I'd like to play these 2 cards, Phantom and Kyle Katarn. Phantom's important to making sure my board's alive. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have enough to play both. Right, so we'll start with Phantom. So that's my insurance policy for these guys, so we don't lose anyone. So the Phantom's in play, and then I'll play Kyle Katarn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I forgot. First rebel card I play this phase is reduced by 1. So whilst it's not technically needed, I don't probably have to pay for that one when I paid for the Phantom. So I'll keep that open just in case I do need the force, but I doubt I will unless I can start clearing some of these guys. Can Kyle Katarn. Fortunately, I probably should have given the put the gun on Tarkin or someone, and I could have targeted striked. Anyhow, all is well. Right, now it's my turn to attack. I've done all my payments. Where are we going to go? Right, so do I want to put the Phantom in the battle? Well, worst thing is Miffle isn't going to do the worst, and they have a slightly depleted thing, and I've got a twist, so I've got a good chance of putting a lot of tactics out. So I will probably declare everyone. It's going to be difficult to tactics everyone out. Well, I might be able to take the force. It's risky. Take a huge risk here. Right, I'm going to leave Hera out and just send in the Phantom and Kyle Katarn. Right, hope this don't backfire on me. Right, so they'll be defending with Miffle. Okay, so I'm going to start with putting in my twist, and then they get get their fate deck ready. Shuffle this up. Right, so I'll leave this here. So this time I have one more, so they are likely. It's only going to one, and I'm going to put in. So they're going to put in, and I'm going to pass, and I'm going to roll again, and they're going to put in. This is what we like, and hopefully I'll keep rolling high. So they have one more, so now it's 4 more. Oh yes. Then they have more than 2 cards, so it's 5 or more. Yes, so they have no more, so I've completely depleted their cards, and they've lost some good cards. They lost a Miffle, Officer's Ambition, Agent Callus, and a Del Miko, and I've just twisted it all away. Right. So technically now, because I've twisted that, I don't actually have to put anything in because, well, Kyle Katarn, while this unit is attacking, you win tied edge battles. So as long as I tie the edge battle and he doesn't have edge 1, then we are good. So my way of being able to take the force is by actually killing Miffle. Yeah, and that should be enough. So unfortunately, while I wanted to target strike that guy, I can't. So what we would do is we will. Oh, and I forgot to say which one we're attacking. I'm going to attack Inferno Squad because it's annoying. So we will strike. Sorry, do this in order properly first. Strike with Kalkatan. Do 1 damage here. Do 2 damage to Miffle. So he's done. Miffle strikes. He's going to target Kalkatan, so that's what he would target in the battle. So, and he would be double focused, but it's not going to matter because when the Phantom strikes, he's going to strike and kill Miffle. And I've just realised I forgot to do something very like couple of many phases ago, which probably would have changed the tide of battle, but oh, I've done it now, so never mind. And I'm going to focus the Stormtrooper because so my biggest mistake is I forgot to play this event, which was annoying. Anyhow, what's done is done, and we shall leave it there. And we'll try and remember to play it next turn. That's the only problem, is there's lots of things to remember in this solo play. Like things that you might have played that you've got to remember are still waiting to go off. Pardon me. Right, because now that was unopposed, I get unopposed bonus. This is probably going to come back to hurt me. Because really, in this type of deck, knowing what's coming in it, they're going to be throwing that damage back at me quite easily. Right, so that ends that turn. So, Force Phase, I have 3, 4, 5. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I win it back. So I managed to control the Force Phase, which is not something I'm usually used to doing. Right, my turn. And there's another thing is I probably should have probably would have blanked something for this, but forgot to trigger it. Chances that we might have probably should have blanked Kalkatan, and then I would have had to have put a card in the edge. This is problem with the thing, I'm going to miss things a lot. So dial goes to 2. Refresh. He comes off. He loses 1. Right. Generate resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Plus the 1 they had left over from last turn. So this turn could be messy. Right. Start by doing the fate pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the hand has 2 cards in it. So they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle this up. Right, so now we begin the deployment phase. So TL50 costs 2, and it's probably going to go on Grand Moff Tarkin. Tarkin's becoming a killing machine with 2 tactics. Oh god. And on the Force. Right. Next up we have Onugui Bodyguard. Oh, last thing, I'm never going to get rid of Tarkin now, so that costs 2. And next up we have T1 Iron Disruptor. Targeting wise, that will also go on Tarkin. Tarkin has become a beast. His 3 guns, 2 tactics, and 2 bombs. Varying colours. Right. Did I pay for that? Can't remember if I did. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 7. So yeah, I didn't pay for that. Right. Next up is Agent Callus. Can't play him because I don't have enough. Right. Right. He can't attack, so we've got two possible, one attacker and one defender. Right, so that goes off. Right. So we will trigger contemplation off now. So that will go on there because he's not participating in it. So should have done that last time. Probably could have saved Miffle. Probably would have changed the outcome of the battle. Who knows? Right. So Tarkin is going in, and he going in hard, and he has the potential to kill many of my characters. And the question is, and he has potential to lock out many of my characters as well with his two tactics. The problem is he's got a full fate hand, and I've only got 2 cards for edge. Can I stop him? Or am I going to die? Well, the Phantom will prevent me from dying, but chances are he's going to lock me out anyway when he strikes, unless I can win this edge battle. I guess I'm going to have to try and defend this. Just to put a stop. So, Tarkin versus Hera. Hoping maybe he twists himself out. You never know what I've drawn in their fate deck. So, let's grab their fate deck. I'm not too bothered about what 2 cards I'm going to put in. Right, so I'll just put that fate deck there. So, they will automatically put 1 in because it's their turn. And then I'm going to risk it, put that one in. Alright, now it's time to roll the dice. Yeah, so put 1 in. It's not good, is it? I was hoping I rolled low. It didn't happen. So I'll put my last card in. Okay, last one. Right, so even still. Oh, they've rolled a 1, they're passing. We might have got lucky. Right, so I have 4. And they have 4. I'm the defender, so what are we in? Digest battles have got no edge. Just checking. Cool. And well equipped. Tarkin's the only one with gets on. How lucky am I that defenders win Digest battles? So, Hera, being the girl she is, and she gets the better of Tarkin, she will focus to strike. She will double focus because she's committed to force. She will deal damage to Tarkin, and she will focus Tarkin. Do we want to? Probably will protect that over to here. It's been so long, I don't think shields take protection, so we'll just leave it like that. And that puts an end to Tarkin and his nastiness. Right. Fortunately, force-wise now, though, because Hera has done that, we're going to commit some of the force on this side anyway, so it will be the Nogri because we have to commit someone. So they're on 4, 5, and we're on 3, so they will win. Cool. Right then, so my turn. Nothing on balance, So let's refresh. All our it's back. She's elite because of this. Refresh. And she's elite as well because she's committed to the force. But she could also remove a focus token from a friendly spectre unit because she is one. Right, new hand. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Well, she can't play Mr. Qatar because he's already there. So we got one of the rogues, Weasel, Inspiring Presence. That's friendly unit. Problem is, I don't have any leaders with my with the objective set out, which is a bummer. So it looks like K2SO is going to be the play to make. I got some interesting things I can do. These cards. Okay. I'll keep Weasel and Khan back for Edge. Inspiring Presence, pretty much a dead card. So I've got these cards to play with. And I know I've got a Weasel in my deck, so the Blood that brings life can be used to bring him in. Okay. Let's put Hera back up here. It's the leaders. Carl and the Phantom. Right, so we'll play K2SO, and he'll come in for 1 cheaper because of Mon Mothma. So you can go in for 1, 2, 3. We'll do some janky stuff this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we'll do then, we're gonna keep that. Right. So we've only got the Nugray who's defending, and we've got 2 blast and that, and I really need to destroy that before some Yularians and Imperial Fists come up, so I'll keep my resources open this turn, and I'm going to keep these guys back. Do I need to keep them back so I don't pay for my I actually might send Hera in just for the extra tactics in the start, because I'm not going to kill everyone, but I really need to keep Tarkin out of the game at the moment. No, but I do need a defender for next turn, and Hera's been a good defender. Okay, do it like this. Right, send these 3 are going in, and it's not Nogui Bodyguard. Right, this time I might actually do some target striking. Right, so let's get their fate deck back out again. Right, put that in here. Right, so fate wise, gonna start with Kakatan, and they will roll their turn, and they put the card in, and then put 1 in, 2, because I do have one more of them. Yep, it's in. I'm going to pass, I'm going to roll again, put 1 in, I'm going to pass, roll again, they put in, so they're all in. Oh, what the hell. Put the last one in. And I pass and they're out. Right. So I have measly 5. No special things. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 0. Haha, win again. How lucky am I? Oh, not doing too bad. Right, now we can start some jankiness. Let's see, here goes. So, before I strike, I will play the blood that brings life. For 2, I'll use Princess on the Clouds to pay for it. So I get to put a rogue card into play from a hand or discard pile. So I'm taking Weasel. So Weasel's coming into play. And if he's still at the play at the end of the turn, he returns to my hand. I don't think he's going to be. Right, so so let's strike. Go get some more tokens. Damage tokens. Right, who we're going for first? Noggy Bodyguard's only going to do 1 damage, so I'm not going to completely be able to kill Tarkin. Let's strike with K2SO first. K2SO's got 2 guns. And hit him in the combat, so he loses shield, loses health, he's dead. So he's out. Right, gets 1 blast on the objective and 1 focus token, which we will stick here. Right. We then have Weasel will strike. I'll get 1 damage. Phantom will strike. I can't keep him locked down, so put them on that. So you probably should have moved that one there. Phantom will lock him out. And Carl will strike, probably wasting a gun to take away this. He goes, right, and I'm now at risk of the moment of Triumph going off, but it can only go off in their turn. So, might be losing my thing. Right. And that's another one on there. So, that's from Carl. So we had 1, 2, 3, so that's gone. It's gone boom. Got rid of Inferno Squad. Right. But it's not over, it's not over. I am then going to play I Know, because I love you and I know. So I'm going to sacrifice a unit. Let's sacrifice Weasel, because Who's going to go? See, it goes in there. Right. So lots of triggers going here. So rogue unit leaves play during an engagement, which is now. Deal 1 damage to a target enemy objective. Let's go for Glass Grand Admiral. So that's that trigger. Another reaction. After a rebel character unit leaves play, draw a card. So, to draw a card. Cool. Right. Now I get to search my deck for enhancement. What enhancement do we want? We want a Fine Coaxium, a Rebel Plea, Improvised Explosive. Could be interesting because that would be put that straight on our thing. Don't need another ceremonial necklace. Fiend's armor. No. Concussion rifle. Concussion rifle could be of use. But I like card draw, so I'm going to go for Rebel Please. I'm going to put that in my hand. Shuffle that up. But wait, the jank's not over yet. Now, this card gets to discard made in and it plays an enhancement on a friendly rebel unit with a text enhanced unit gains edge 1. Because I need more edge on the defense, I'm going to stick this on Hera. She's my main defender, which is cool. That's the end of my jank. Right, looking good. So, 2 cards. All there, all done. Right. So, right, now unopposed, because damage in this rolls over, so I'll get my unopposed on that one. And I think that is everything. Right, so pretty big turn there for me. Right, so they go to the force phase. They now have 3 on the force. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Owning the force on this one, so I win the force. Right. So back to the dark side's turn. Right. So when the next action window is going to be played, this is going to go off. So we're going to lose the Phantom, unfortunately. So refresh. Those 2 come off. Tarkin, and then going to get new objective, and the new objective is the Tarkin Doctrine. We always wanted. And now we generate some resources. So then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So they've got 8 resources to play with this turn. If I can get all the tokens out. So it's their token pile, right. Fate deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's their fate hand. And in their main hand, they've got 3 cards. And we get 1, 2, 3. Shuffle these up. Right, now the first action window. Well, technically the first action window is coming up now. So we'll play Moment of Triumph. Phantom goes. And there we are, right. So now here comes the pain. Agent Callus. 1, 2, 3. Grand Admiral 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, here comes back the Navy retaliation. And Governor Price. Unfortunately, don't have enough money to pay for Governor Price. Right. So right at this moment, having 2 units available, it's pretty obvious that Callus with the bombs is going to be the attacker, and Thrawn's going to be the defender. And to be honest, seeing as I'm going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're going to be on 6, I'm probably not going to defend this, Callus isn't going to take anything out, so I'm going to let Callus strike. This is the attacker. He doesn't, and there's no defender. He doesn't need to put in, but if he, just in case there is an Imperial Fist, I'll give them the opportunity to roll for a fake card. So as we're equal, I'll put one in. Sometimes this can benefit me, sometimes it will not. Oh, he really wants to go for it, so I'm going to put another one in. And then the likelihood now is, yeah, just going to pass. I'm not going to put too many in. So what we got? Avenge our Emperor and Academy Engineer. I'm lucky got rid of 2 low pick cards, but it's not an Imperial Fist. We have not seen one of them yet. Right, so Callus will strike. We'll do 3 damage altogether. It's been unopposed. That goes on there. And he's out of it. Right. Then we'll go to the Force phase. They'll put Thrawn on the Force. So I can only put 1 on at a time. So that puts them on 6. Luckily we got rid of whatchamacallit, Inferno Squad. So they're 6 to my 7, I still win. Yes. Right. So my turn. We'll put Thrawn up here, kind of down here. So light side damage. Oh, I forgot to put that down to 3. So light side damage. Chances of me taking out that objective this turn could be good. So we'll damage the last Grand Admiral for 1. Might then refresh 1, 2, 3. Use that off of there. These guys are good. Now I just need Mr. Catan to do some work. I should need to give him some extra guns if possible. So I probably should have took that concussion rifle. Right. So that's that. My hand. Search your deck for a card that shares an objective set number with a target leader unit you control. Reveal that card and add it to your hand. That could come in handy. So, actually, before it's my draw phase, the end of the refresh phase, I'm going to play Rebel for Hire in action because it's free from Mothma. So I'm so good about it. Right, I'm going to actually go and get that concussion rifle because it shares a trait with a leader I control, which is Mothma. I'm going to show how good the Mothma set actually is when it actually had cards to work with it. Right, that goes in there. So that's played. Now I get to do my draw phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got? What do we got? Jin. Yeah, we got Jin. Rebel Informant. 2 Rebel Informants. Cloud Cease. Cloud Rider Swoop. We're going to have some fun here. We are definitely going to have some fun. Right. So, how much money you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And plus some money. Right, so, because the deployment phase, first card's coming into 3. So I'm going to stick this bad boy on Kyle Katarn. He's going to get a concussion rifle. Right. Then we will play Miss Ursa for 1, 2, and 3. Right, do I want to commit Jin to the Force? No, because I've got some jank to do, so I'm going to skip that. So 1, 2, 3. Leave Mon open. This time, sorry. We've got K2, we've got Jin, we've got Carl. Right, who we got left? I'm going to play Cloud Rise Sweep. For 2. going to put a rebel plea. I'm really depleting my hand here. Chances of beating Grand Admiral Thrawn in the edge battle is probably not looking great. And I might lose the force this turn. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus this rebel plea, discard a card from my hand after the rebel informant because they've got no pips, and then draw 2 cards from the top and bottom of the deck. Top. Okay, so I've got some edge cards now. Good. Alright, so that's me fully depleted and fully deployed. Right, attacking. Right, so definitely want Carl on attack. We want K2SO on attack. We want Jin on attack. And we want the Cloud Sweep Rider on attack. Thrawn can't stop all of us. Can he? Fortunately, I've got no edge. I might have a chance of winning. Right, so we are all going in at the last Grand Admiral. Yeah, the amount of damage I could potentially do on this turn with all the junk could win me the game. So let's see how this goes. Right, as it's mine. Actually, I don't need to put a card in first because I could say pass, and I know that they were roll. So if I can roll a 1, I will automatically win. Yes. All because of Kyle Katarn's ability. Right, actually, let's change this. At least got right. Because of that, we'll spend the Imperial resource and give them a chance and say Tarkin is blanking Kyle Katarn, so there's no target strike and you can't win edge battles. So now I am forced to play in a proper edge battle. So, oh, and they passed. How silly then. Oh well. So I win by 2. Didn't matter anyway. Tarkin, you fool! A moment of triumph. Right. So, start with Carl. Even though he's blanked, he doesn't have target strike. Doesn't matter. So, focus to strike. After enhancing his focus strike, deal 1 damage to a target enemy unit. Mr. Thrawn. And then we'll do our 2 damage to Thrawn. And seeing as the Nogri got killed in the last turn, there's no one here to protect him. Aha, but wait. Thrawn's ability is not easily defeated. While this unit is participating in an engagement, it gains reaction. After the first enemy unit is focused to strike this engagement, it loses all combat icons of a type of your choice until the end of the strike. So, whilst I thought I could do that, and now I've gone ahead and done it, I might as well stick with it. We will say that he's going to lose his guns. So, he's lost his guns. Thrawn lives. Oh hell, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Meanwhile, 1 damage to last Grand Admiral from Kyle Katarn. Right. So, the Admiral strikes back. He has 1, he'll do 1 damage. Because it's in the engagement, he's going to target Jin, because she's got the highest force icons. Can't target K2SO. Probably should target Kyle Katarn and get rid of him, but hey ho. And he's going to focus someone. He can't focus K2SO because he's protecting. No point doing everyone else, so he'll be focusing Jin. Jin's like the next badass. Right. Unfortunately, he still left himself open because he will die now because everyone else is going to come in. So we will, let's do some jank. We will strike with the Cloud Sweep Rider doing 2 guns, which will kill Thrawn. Thrawn is out. Right, now here comes the jank. Right, after this unit is focused to strike, you may return a rogue unit you control by putting it cost 2 or lower to your hand. So now. Actually, the reaction is after he's focused to strike, not after he's completed his strike. Technically, then Thrawn's still there. I made these cards, so I really must pay attention to them as well. So he's not yet. So he's going to come back. Right. So rogue unit left play. So it's going to be hard to follow. So I'm going to do a damage there. So that blows that up. Right. After rogue Oh, so he returns my hand. So now I can't trigger Jin. Damn you, I can't read my own jank. Oh well. I really wish I kept that open now. So, alright, never mind. It's not terrible. Right, where are we? So, do I really want to do that if it's not going to work? No, I'll keep him in play then. Because you may return. So I will strike and I will kill Thrawn. So, like you. Right, so he's gone, and then K2SO's left. So, overflow damage goes on to the Tarkin Doctrine. Put a focus on stick on Callus, because Tarkin's elite. Fortunately, because I didn't get to strike with Jin. So Tarkin's going to come back with vengeance next turn. And then... Yep. And then one for unopposed. I think I've done that right, I might have missed something there. Ho hum. So it gets very complicated. Right. That ends my turn. So this is gone. So we are doing very well. Let's just see. Right. Next up then is checking the force. So we have 2 on the force, and they have 3 on the force, so they're going to win the force's turn. Boo! I didn't leave no rebel characters left place. I don't draw the cards. Right. Okay, so I only have Hera on defense. She has edge 1. Right. Navy turn. Right. Dargos to 5. Let's see if they can come back. Let's give them a new objective of a Tarkin Doctrine. Well, it only matters because only one of them's going to work. So... Oh, and I didn't keep the 2. Oh my god, I've really messed that up. I meant to keep the 2 to pay for Tarkin Doctrine. After all that, no, I went and messed up. Technically, I could fix this. K2SO would have killed Thrawn anyway, and the Cloud Rider swoop would never have been there, and wouldn't have strike. So if I take them back to my hand, and then that will account for that. Less people, and that's bad of me, but I will get better at this. I'm playing this as often as I would like, and you forget things. At least when you've got someone to play with against, they will remind you of the things that they want to impose on you. Sometimes when you're going against an AI deck, you tend to forget about what they can do back to you, unless it's forced upon you and you're constantly reminded, like in other games like Arkham and that, when you draw encounter cards. Right. Anyway, I digress. Let's check the fate. Right, so I need 2 cards in the fate deck. Shove them up before we, and they've got 4 cards in there. Just 1, 2, and then resource wise they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they got 5. They haven't been getting their resources up. So put that there. Right, let's give their hand a shuffle. Definitely on top in this game, maybe due to errors in my play, but we shall see. Oh, Tarkin just refreshed as well. Right, so everything's set. So deployment phase now. Thrawn's art room for 2. It could be nasty. So, and it has a resource. So get 1 back. No good bodyguard. Good for the guys. Colonel Yularin. Oh, they've run out of resources. They can't play him. Or did they need that? Ouch. Oh well. Never mind, boys. I'm sure it'll come out next time. I've just got to try and win it by then. So, Frost's Art Room says, just a reminder, after a unit you control is focused to strike, focus enhancement to give that unit X different combat icons till the end of strike. X is the number of affiliations your opponent controls. I only control one affiliation, so you can get one extra. I could start putting out tactics everywhere. Right. So, unfortunately, as the rules dictate, no good bodyguard will be defending. Ranulf Tarkin will be attacking the top objective. Yes. Alright, so shuffle the fake deck up. Now we're putting Hera on the line here to try and win this by next turn. So I'm going to put the fake deck there for now. Right, so I have edge 1, so they're definitely going to be putting in to begin with. Alright. And I will put that one in. Now it's back to rolling dice. So it's a 3. Yep, so that's in. And I'm going to the last one in. 3, yep. Hold it again. Ooh, 6, yep. Unless they've twisted themselves, which you don't know. So actually, they've got 4 to my 2, so double. So they're going to pass. Right, so that goes back there. Alright, so I have measly 1, 2, 3, 4 for edge. Alright, leave that there for now. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a twist. Oh dear. Twisted themselves. Alright. Fortunately, I'm gonna keep this card as a 0 pit, but I have edge 1 anyway, so they will put in their fake card, and I will pass, and they will roll, and they will pass, and if they can beat a 1 with a 2, beat 2, so he does win. Right. Oh well, right, so Tarkin now is gonna he's gonna focus to strike. He currently has 1, 2, 3 guns, so he'll knock out Hera. Hera dies and she's left play. Tell you what, he'll do his bombs first, do the objective, so the objective goes. So he's going to prevent me from getting my card draw. Right, Dar goes up to 6. He's on 1, 2. Right, then he kills Hera. Now he's got 2 tactics delay. One trigger was though, because a rogue card did enter that, Jin's going to get freed up. Right. So who is he going to tactics? Probably going to tactics the people that are worse against. So we'll stick one. We'll be playing like we're the dark, so we'll stick one on Kal-Katarn, and I forgot to protect that to him. And seeing as the next target, Jin is janky, but this is on defense, so she'll get. So we'll do K to SO. Alright. That's Tarkin. And then if we say we do focus this, we could get an extra. What do you want? Extra tactics, extra bomb. I'm thinking he will go for more aggressive. He wants to do bomb, so bomb will overflow onto the next one, and then he's also going to get unopposed. So that go there. We know soon we're going to get fists coming out and all sorts. Suppose we haven't seen one yet. Unfortunately, is this going to be enough to keep him in the game? Right. So he's done. That's done. Right. These are going to shuffle up now. And then all these done. So I know that's been triggered. Boom, boom. Right. Like force phase. 1, 2, 3. Then stick another one. Will be callous. So that's on 6. And I'm on zip. So they still keep the force. Right. They have 1 card left in their fate deck. I should be confident to win. So lights of turn, no force balance damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1 of him. So they're out for this turn. She's elite still. Right, new objective. Mission to Tale. It's got all the money. Got Rebel Informant in my hand. Let's draw then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All my big units coming out now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 resources. Crazy amount. So shall we just end this? And all I've got is a Nogui bodyguard. Right, so let's try to end this quickly before it overruns. So I'm going to play Leia. I just want to get Leia out. So Leia's coming out for 1, 2, 3. I'm going to commit Leia to the Force. So move on from that. I'm then going to play the Ghost. Actually, she's 1 cheaper because of my mum. Then I'm going to play the Ghost for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to play the Falcon. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Then I'm going to focus this enhancement, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Some cards here. And then, oh, I've forgotten again, haven't I? Lucky I've kept these 2 open. That's bad on me. Right, got ahead of myself there. Terrible. Right, so I'm going to have to, so remove the combat phase. I have to pay 2 because of Tarkin Doctrine. I didn't remember last time. Right, some bad on me. Getting way ahead. And we will send these 3 in. And we're going against Tarkin Doctrine. So, and they're defending with a Nogui bodyguard. Right. So, I don't have any edge, so I'm going to put 1 in. And then we're going to, where's the dice roll to see if they put in. They're going to put their last card in. And so I'll put that card in. And they've got no more cards to put in, so they're going to pass. So, as long as I can beat, I've got 4. They've got 1. So I win. Right. So Ghost will shoot first, kill the no grey. Do 2 damage. Jin will strike. Another damage. Focus token. And the Falcon will strike. So we've ended the game. Yay, Rebels win. And it's the sheer amount of resources that this deck can generate. Was too quick, and then once luckily the big guns, just like in my last game, the big guns came out right near the end, so like the Ghost and the Falcon come in to finish things off. I know there was a few screw ups during that video, so apologies, it went on for longer than it probably should have, and the Imperial should have done a lot more, and I'm surprised that we didn't hit. We almost hit a Yularen, so what they had left in their hand. So we're going to get Thrawn, Governor Price, and Yularen. They barely got any resources out, which was a surprise, considering the amount that were in here. And then where was everything else? Oh, Fist was at the bottom. Price is good at moving damage about. Another Yularen in there. They could have done with Iden, and then another Fist. Maybe their deck is a bit too chunky. Maybe I put too much stuff in it, which has negated how well that plays. And they didn't get the best set of objectives out. So I'll make excuses for the Navy on this occasion. Maybe they're just not up to it, but showing you how the Rebel Ladies deck works, and get Mothma out, some of the other, and it could have been even worse if we did manage to get Enfys Nest out and we started using the rogue, more of the rogue jankiness. But as you can see, Jin and Co and Carl, he did work for us again as well. He was like MVP in the previous game. He's come in and he's done it again. And these guys, I love how this deck works at the moment. It's one I like, fun to use. Probably need to try it against something that's a bit more challenging. Probably like go against the Sith maybe, or maybe some Scum. So I'll try a different matchup next time. Anyway, yes, apologies for going on a bit. I'll end this video now. I hope you enjoyed that playthrough and got to see some more of my lovely fan-made cards. And thanks for watching if you've managed to get this far. Goodbye.